Gagaga, January transfer window over, and so much has happened within the last. I think everything that happened within the last 3 days of the transfer window is like times 10 of every other thing that happened before the last 3 days of the January transfer window. So the transfer window is over, and players have moved. Clubs have moved on with some players that they don't need in their clubs, and as usual, deadline day was very, very eventful. Deadline day was very, very interactive. It was engaging, and it was a mad one. So, before we get into the discussion, if you're new here, this is Football Fan Tribe. We interview Nigerian football fans after matches, and we give you Nigerian football fan content back to back. So please, and I beg, just click the subscribe button. My name is Tox for Football Fan Tribe, and I'm not doing this alone. I have 3 gentlemen here representing the 3 clubs with their separate interests, and to my immediate right-hand side, JaxMaxy in the house. How far now?
I'm fine, bro.
How you know they? I don't enjoy this transfer window. You know they give me energy.
No, we try small, but we not really do the kind of business we plan to.
Wait, like okay.
You get one bone we choke us for truth. We warriors.
All right, we will reach the bone, and then Karibi, the Liverpool man.
Yeah,
how far, brother?
It's nice to be here once again, man.
You don't taste more.
You don't taste.
Yeah, glass. I hope everything is glass.
Only they see some kind of people sharp. But of course, yes, I have something to be excited about concerning the transfer window. Unlike some, but let's not go to the shop.
And then Gidfrey, the Arsenal man, in the building once again. How far, brother?
I did lawyer.
Correct. So, before we enter the discussion, I beg, just a quick one, okay? So, when this live video is done, you will see a link in the description. We moved for the Total Energies startup project. So, it's a project that you register your startup, and then they will judge, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we are in the next stage of the competition, and we need your likes. So we'll post that link in this video description, so that you can just open the link and just click like this startup, so that you can support us and to see whether we can nail the startup project. So we move. January transfer window over. Who are to start from? The sad person, the happy person,
let's start from the saddest. So just speak.
So the sad man.
Okay.
I don't know whether much reason there for you today, sad, but at the end of the day, I think about 6 players left Arsenal, and in reality, these 6 players are players way plus or minus. When Arsenal they do very well during that December period, none of these 6 players been there involved for that period. So those players don't go; they are gone, and it feels like a weight has been lifted, But in as much as people go to say from outside, say, okay, transfer target, and I go for this person and I no get, and I go for this person and I no get. But at the end of the day, some 1 or 2 things we don't they needed for Arsenal for a long time now for some kind of unwanted product to come out. So I want to know how you feel. Your first reaction to like the transfer window, how the team use go.
Boy, I feel bad, bro. I feel bad upon see. I'm not sure say anybody still online on that deadline date where I stay. You understand? Despite see we offload all the players. Everybody now they expect us to like do some kind of shopping also, understand?
Yeah.
We know see in our deadwood we want offload since now all those guys, the Lacopa Promali, Metla Nice, all those guys, they're not meant to play for us now. Even though they're meant to play for us now, they are not up to that standard, understand?
Yeah.
So for sure, we define way to offload all these guys since, and the only one we pay me most now this Aubameyang. Or don't play we say I be on the cry for see if there is no need of playing him, sell him, all those kind of things. But go sell player like Aubameyang without replacement, understand? All those kind of things. So for sure.
And
Arsenal,
for free.
For free, nothing like self for free. So if you shopping all these players out, why can't you shopping in all those kind of things you get? So now we don't offload all the player. We have only one center back, one recognized center back, like a substitute.
Yeah.
Even though one of our center back get injury now, we don't get anybody to offer inside again.
Yeah.
For our left back, although we get like 2 left back. For striker, who remain there only like as an remain there. Nketiah, you go put Nketiah, but he never score goal for Premier League this season. So now that can play, and I want carry him go play the like of Chelsea and other guys. No, men club for Premier League. Some of them they don't say they are best players them.
Yeah.
You understand? They don't even offload any of their deadwood, but they still remain where they opposite. They don't sign players. But you now you offload, you got to buy some players. No matter how new player and a new player. You understand? So for sure, for us now, I feel saying I'm maybe the sad guy here right now.
Interesting. And in as much as the sadness day, but if you get any small joy from at least say, okay, solve 2 problems, but at least you don't solve one, even though one still the way they linger.
Guy, you better see I don't even solve any of them. You know understand? Now for me now to solve the problem of the deadwood, and I not even bring anyone. It better make them remain. No matter how, even though an injury, one of them feel cover up.
Yeah.
You know understand? Now you don't offload all of them. Now who one can cover up for those positions? So for sure, it still remains sad for me because nothing like joy for all this transfer window.
But Arsenal out of FA Cup, out of EFL Cup, only Premier League to play.
Yes.
About 16 or 17 matches.
17 matches.
And one per week. No be like say you go need to worry of injury. So to me, you get everything they call say the glass half empty and half full. So to me, instead of they take about half empty, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. We go tell you waiting to think.
I think just mentioned like 3 positions for you now for Arsenal team now. We say if they get injury, no replacement. The lack of Thomas Partey get injury today, you no get replacement.
Okay.
Who want play for that position? Nobody. Even Granit Xhaka, if he get injury, no replacement. Who want to replace him? Now that's what we say. Now if he do backup for that midfield, he don't go. You see him. So for the defense also, we see get another issue for that centre back.
Yeah.
Apart from the left back and the right back, I know so we get some kind of substitute for there. But for the winger, even the right hand side where Gabriel Martinelli they play, he don't get anybody for that position. If he get injury today, nobody. Unless you go carry Pepe go play for that position like that. What about Saka? See the same thing, no replacement for all those guys. So for sure, I know saying that once in a week now they play match as it stand for Premier League. So if we continue without injury or something, football without injuries, have not be football. Injury must come in football. Now part of the game. So for sure, injury must still come up. And I just pray say if the injury won't come in the position where we say we get replacement. If not, guy, you go hold us this season.
Okay, we get don't know this network today. Make on leave us so. This network today make on leave us to the show. Anyways, let me just take the first comment. Okay, Gerard Moke said Godfrey will be really depressed over Aubameyang leaving Arsenal for free to Barcelona. He should keep washing clothes for his recovery to happiness. And then Mohammed Fema said, good evening to Football Fans Tribe. Tox, Godfrey, Max, and Karibi. Nice to see you all. Over to Barcelona. Nice to discuss. And that's the matter we are on. And so, sadness in one camp, but a bit of, I don't want to say too much joy on your end, but at the end of the day, not joy, because I know say Jurgen Klopp that won't manage a way to sign players.
Yeah.
You go cry.
Exactly.
You go sweat.
I did not really
sign player now.
You know,
celebrate
at first, we Liverpool fans were expecting him to say something like, since Avi Elliott just came back, so it's now like a new
signing.
Yeah, it's used to saying things like that. So I was very, very stunned, seeing Luis Diaz, and he's very, very good. And he had to just splash the cash. And we actually were going for Cavallo.
Yeah, from Fulham.
From Fulham, but I don't know, the deal just fell through. But man, I'm not like the sad guy. I have a whole lot of reasons to be smiling. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good one for Liverpool.
And then Luis Diaz coming to Liverpool. Now, what role do you think he will play in that squad?
Well, to be quite honest,
player, a starter,
I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be. And to be quite honest, is Mane has been lacking in certain things, in terms of goals and all that. So I think that I see him usurping Mane at the
on
left
the long
hand.
run.
Yes, of course. He's actually a replacement to me. Yes, he is. So I think he's going to be, giving Mane fight for his money. Yeah, so it's just like what Diogo Jota did to Firmino. Exactly. Integrate these guys, and before Mane with his low turn up, his count, he will want to sit up, or he might end up just fading away completely. So yeah, so I think it's a good, very, very good buy.
But all this one, Mane, that somebody don't perform now. At least
yes,
he has performed. So.
Yes, he has performed. But I mean, didn't Firmino perform?
See, at the end of the day, when you get players we're good, we're supposed to start every match for plenty positions like this. It is good for your team, based on say anybody they play, no say. Guy, today I see shirt, make a day serious.
Yeah.
That the way you play match, you go play match very, very seriously.
Okay.
But at the same time, too, it could have a knock-on effect where some players get some players really where they live off that dependency. They live off that fact, say, okay, these people they need me, or if I not deliver. But now when players begin to like, they don't go buy replacement for me now. We think I go to worry myself and all that. So which way
it's like that.
Go?
It's like that in football. But just take a look at the Manchester City squad. You remember Bernardo Silva was playing from the other side, and all of a sudden you're seeing, and because of that, they had to shift Bernardo Silva, a little closer to the middle, right? So, I think that Mane will just have to fight, and it's good if you're tired. There are games where Mane plays rubbish, or he does not just play very well. You could just bench these guys. There are games when Diogo Jota does not play very well. Bench these guys. So it's a good buy.
Goodbye.
Very good one. Yeah.
And then the Cavallo situation, one for the future.
Yes.
So now one person way to indicate your
I
idea.
strongly believe, I have to go look at his some of his clips, and the guy is actually good. So I think Liverpool is going to go for him during the summer. Because I think the deal fell through because of paperwork and all that. So
Late
yes,
issue.
and timing. So yes, it's going to come summer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then one club that signed and signed and signed and signed and signed. Many people were thinking that okay, this will not get money. Nothing come out. But then I remember their CEO said, Juan Laporta, he say Barcelona is back because I no fear. We don't come back. After they signed Ferran Torres. So after Ferran Torres, Dani Alves was made official, and then Adama Traore, former La Masia player, a graduate from the Barcelona Academy, and then the big one on deadline day.
Big one.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, captain of Gabon, former captain of Arsenal, coming in. The player we don't score anywhere in don't go. Scores for Gabon, scored for Dortmund, scored for Arsenal, scored in AC Milan, scored in Saint-Etienne, scored everywhere. In the deliver goals. So in as much as one of the highest qualities, which is that pace, the way, the based on saying indoor age and all, but at the end of the day, he know how to get goals. And in Arsenal career, fade out. But to you, your thoughts of the January transfer window for Barca?
The January transfer window for this Barca, really go the way Laporta plans a thing will go. When that time when we come out and talk say Barcelona is back.
Yeah,
I believe say we get so many plans. You understand? We get so many big boys when we want bring in.
Yeah,
and now Laporta and a guy way. In fact, Barcelona success now we owe them to Laporta.
Yeah. The best period was under Laporta.
The best period for the club for the past 100 and something years the club done day. Now under Laporta presidency, you understand? And him bring Rijkaard, bring Ronaldinho, Eto'o, Deco, all those men that we can't give us all those things they will get. Then I still bring Pep come, promote and come and all those things. Them give Pep free hand, in bring in boys and all that. So when Laporta talk things, everybody for Barcelona, as in the whole Catalonia, then they listen, then they believe him.
Yeah.
You understand? And we get big plans, but one of the things that we really choke us now, it get to do with salary cap with the La Liga. You understand? The salary cap, and a player like Dembele, they earn so much. So if you remove Dembele, I believe say most of the players then, because other players then they get this left back from Ajax where they want bring come. Where they know if bring come. Yeah. And all that. You understand? Even they plan to bring a central defender to where we don't fit come. Then we just want clear this Dembele issue so that then fit look at other this. Even Aubameyang maybe our first this. Our first this was Morata.
Yeah.
You understand? But because of the whole issue and how the Dembele issue lingered till at the end of the day, we'll not see if he remove him. And the reason why we'll not if he bring out the way the guy not if he bring in the kind of players we expect to bring in. But at the end of the day, we will just manage the Aubameyang and
manage. Manage. So like they say Aubameyang Morata, and I manage with that. Aubameyang Morata, who you go choose?
Aubameyang Morata. I think choose Morata ahead of Aubameyang.
Can I?
No, I tell you.
I will definitely take Morata
over Aubameyang.
Yes, because I have watched Aubameyang the last 2 seasons or last seasons from last season till now.
His poorest period, obviously.
His poorest period and age is not on his side as compared to Morata.
Think of Morata's best period in his career ever.
That's not the comparison we're making right now.
No, I'm just saying now. If they give you the two of them now,
I will take based on the fact that Morata has age on his side, and Aubameyang for the past 2 seasons has not been. that good.
And
Can
even
be-
health.
can
Has Morata been good the past 2 seasons?
No, even health wise, we not.
Do-
Income nation squad, no play and they send them back.
Uh-huh.
We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
You understand?
Give me Morata at 25 years. Give me Abuma at 30. I pick Abuma 100.
You
10
are
million times.
you
Because
are
I hate
you are an
Abuma
Arsenal fan.
saying
Don't
he
worry.
don't
I
do
understand.
But
You
you
are an
don't for the
Arsenal fan.
club now. Let's be
Guy,
realistic here. now.
Abuma no longer in Arsenal now. Whether I like
No be
him or
Arsenal
not,
player again.
he will not play for Arsenal again.
Well,
You understand?
to
Well,
me,
na matter of choice, yeah, but
Exactly,
I feel
thank you.
Guy, there's nothing like
I
choice
feel in
this
terms
one.
of
There's nothing
finisher.
to be compared. You can't compare
in
these
terms
two
of
guys.
finisher, in
I'm
terms of
not,
finisher,
I'm not comparing them. I'm not saying Aubameyang has been the best in terms of stats and everything. But I'm talking about for the past 2 seasons, and because of age as a big factor.
what has Morata done the past 2 seasons?
Wait, now let me tell you. Let me
Morata
tell you
ever scored
another
20
preference.
goals,
Wait,
20
He does okay. He scored in Euros, fine. 5 goals, I mean 4 goals in
I mean,
Euros.
20 goals in league.
No,
In
no,
club that is
never,
played.
never,
Make
never.
Juventus, Chelsea, Madrid.
another reason why
Have you ever scored
I
20
prefer
goals?
Morata. You understand? Morata they play for the Spanish national team. You understand? And most of the Barcelona players we did now for this their current
Then
squad.
they-
You understand? So when a player where they play with
Wait,
them for
Which Barcelona players will they play for national team again? Apart from
No, then
Yeah.
Pedri, Ansu, even Gavi,
Ferran Torres,
Ferran.
No,
Gavi, who got one bet for that midfield?
He know the bench anybody in the start.
No, what did they
Gavi
talk?
the start for Spain, no guy.
That one a friendly now.
No, nobody did. Now who's Spain get now?
Yeah?
Who's Spain get now?
Mad. Gavi.
Who's Spain get now?
Players.
If you tell me Pedri, I'll agree. Who be Gavi?
No,
Gavi the start.
Pedri. What did they talk?
Gavi the start.
What are you saying?
Gavi the
Can't
start.
really watch Spanish. And now when you can't get my problem, the reason why I really prefer them. I say even for the Spanish national team, then they play together and then they play well. When he plays with those set of players, then even Ferran Torres don't even come. Ferran Torres say follow.
Yeah.
So you just be like say you just carry this same. You just be like in those days when the Spanish team.
Now so back at the normally be yes.
Eh,
And then they fool the Spanish team normally.
If say Morata bin come, and I believe say he moves the kind of runs the way they make behind defenders and all that. Now waiting. Javi really need.
You know the best choice of striker where I feel say back I forget where I believe they don't go for
Who?
Daniel Mo.
Mm.
Spanish national team too.
Spanish national team too. Him them don't go for round once where the team. I don't know it.
That guy
Let him see
na the perfect
Anyway,
to me.
well,
Nine for 15 pass.
Even him doesn't even play 9 position. In the play.
Normally back and then they get 9. Normally. Traditionally.
the best now. Not this time around again.
That's the thing now.
And Xavi na the same student of them. Cruyff, Guardiola na the same.
See now that one day, but right now Baka needs a 9. A 9 we go fit. See,
But,
if you check now, even as Baka they perform poorly, you go find out say for ball possession, they see they hold the ball well. Even for the midfield, even going forward, but they don't get that finishers the way they fast enough. I believe that's why they bring Adama Traore.
Yes,
you understand? And this Aubameyang because of their speed and everything.
And then that Adama signing, rate them out of 10.
Rate them out of 10. I go rate them a 6.
I would rate that. I would rate that a 7. You know why? Because if you watch the match against Real Madrid, Vinicius Juniors finished Barca with what? Space. He just needed that pace. My problem with Adama is his delivery, his final thought, the ball he plays. But that is just my problem. But you see that pace. He's going to use that pace to great effect. I think Barca has actually made one of the best signings.
Game changer.
Yes, and I like that
game
signings.
changer. If after the pace, if after a run finishing, if you make a good pass.
That would be the best.
When into that one. When into that one. They happy, but my joy now. Are they happy? You understand? But another thing again, now you go find out now how they go take play them, how Javi go take play them. We don't.
Yes,
but it's very easy to play them. Against so many forwards.
Ferran Torres.
You have to pay almost the same.
No, depending on go bench like that. Depay go start.
We see how
Depay. May I feel say the starting.
We still get ball where they hang us for.
Okay, you don't forget the ball, Dembele. Dembele
No,
still do.
they said they don't go ever play the
But if you
Dembele.
no play, things feature.
He go train now, but he no go play football.
If you not go ever play football, if you not follow the senior team training, for that man go train with under
You
23.
things will change very fast.
Guy,
when the
unless
balance, they
things
pay you
change, if
290.
things don't change, that guy don't go play ball for Barcelona.
Normally like this, they're saying no go play.
They say no go play ball
The
unless
mic, the
things
mic,
change.
the mic.
But here what will happen now? Me, the way I see am now, they are starting that front line. No doubt. Antifati, Abu Mayam.
Is
You now they even call the injury
They
person.
even call the main injured person.
No,
Nah, injury
when
be
if
that
he
one.
get injury, somebody could come in there. But if you don't get injury, sure you know say he must start.
Okay,
No,
so
you
your
know
front
what
three,
Now
everybody
their front
fit.
three now they talk.
Everybody fit. If I say fit, I be fit. Everybody fit. Your front three.
My desired front three because me, I would really like make them first play first. Make I see how they do.
From now, the
But
way they
for
look
now,
at from outside.
From now, I go first choose Aubameyang.
Okay.
We
For the nine.
our Marquis signing. Then from this other side, we already get Ferran Torres. We get Adama Traore. I go choose Ferran Torres for them.
Okay. 7.
Then for this other side, I fit choose. Now Depay go see there now. Who else on there?
So Ansu, no space for Ansu.
Ansu no space. Ansu the injured player.
I say everybody fit. Everybody fit.
Okay, everybody fits.
Everybody fit.
Everybody fit. Ansu still be small, but Ansu never reached to start Barcelona
But he's doing brilliant.
But
He's doing very well. And Fati is not
Even before now, Ansu Fati has never been a starter. He always coming.
no. It's because of
That's
injuries.
why they never
Ansu is a starter.
No, he has never been a starter in Barcelona. He always comes in
Fringe player.
He's a fringe
Well,
player.
let's see. I asked the question to the people watching. Huh?
Aston Villa also did a very good business.
Which clubs had the best January transfer window? So let's take some comments. Habilu Ogrima said Newcastle United. Dan Bond, Chris Wood,
Guimaraes.
Matt Target, Bruno Guimaraes. So nice one. And then
Where did Trippier go to?
Trippier to
Hey.
Newcastle United. Yeah. Tali says Aston Villa, Coutinho.
Coutinho,
This person they signed on deadline. What's his name again?
Even this guy.
Lucas Digne did.
Yeah,
Lucas
Digne
Digne,
went.
Coutinho.
The person I'm thinking of, Aston Villa signed. Aston Villa signed somebody yesterday.
Yeah,
man.
they did.
They
I
signed
don't
one
forget.
guy.
I don't forget. They signed somebody. The name just there here, but I don't pick up.
He's a
Who
Premier League player.
Yes. Aston Villa signing. We'll get there. We'll get back to that matter. Okay. Wisdom Thursday says Liverpool best Luis Diaz, the only signing. But anyhow, Harrison Ekwengo says that Juventus had the best transfer January window. Interesting.
And that former Arsenal player,
Stuart
Callum
Barkley.
Chambers.
Callum Chambers. Now they think. Callum Chambers. For me, it has to be Newcastle United. Stays Stuart Barkley. Harrison Ekwengo says Aubameyang has scored 113 goals in 4 seasons. How many Morata don't score in that time? No, I don't believe you for this, but I'll just we'll see. Even when this show ends, we'll argue this thing.
Morata.
No, Buluban says Juventus really hit the transfer window hard. True, they signed
Vlahovic. That's
Dusan.
why would Arsenal on earth? I think that would have been a perfect replacement for
all the clubs
Aubameyang.
they go struggle for Haaland, say, for just put half the money for this
What did
Dusan.
they talk, guy?
Half the money with no noise. He just they do the business, no much hype. Before the hype come, Joe Russian, but well, he's a Juventus player now. We move. Clifford.
I feel say some other things will make people back out from that guy and say in agents they are caught for that for
You reach Haaland, though. You reach Haaland, though.
Yeah, but right now nobody even near the Haaland.
Now I talk. If you need person like Haaland and you don't get money for Haaland,
when
you go for
when
Vlahovic.
third party
I will even go for Vlahovic first before Haaland.
Oh.
And they tell you truth.
That boy a beast.
we don't
Really?
want to talk.
If you talk striker, if you talk number 9 striker, and I'm that guy.
But
He's
I just pray saying if he perform for
Let's see first.
Gerard
Let's just see.
in this match says that I believe Barcelona followed by Newcastle. Adeoye Emmanuel, back to YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Comments. Innocent says Everton. Woo.
Yeah, Everton made good signings.
Dele Ali. What's his name?
Donny van de Beek.
Beek.
Van de Beek was
Proper.
and of course their coach. He's a signing. too now.
Yes, another midfielder. Frank Lampard. And then this was Aston Villa and Newcastle. So more settle this question here now. So if we were to discuss the 3 clubs, just give your ranking. Top 3 clubs will get the best January
Signings.
transfer window. This window. What your top 3 will look like?
Yeah, my top 3 will be Newcastle, Aston Villa, and I would choose. The third will be a tie between Juventus and Rangers. Rangers have been try. Rangers have been try. Then we make some.
Aaron
good
Ramsey.
try. Yeah, Aaron Ramsey. Diallo from
Yeah,
Manchester
yeah,
United.
yeah. Amad Diallo.
Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah.
Ramsey is now a Rangers player. Welshman playing
But
in
alone,
Scotland.
sha, alone.
But alone
Yeah.
from Juve.
So,
So that are your three.
yeah.
Rangers, Newcastle, and Villa.
If the Rangers and Juventus will be a tie.
Rangers and Juventus tie, but
For
in
three-
front
for
of
three.
them, Newcastle.
Newcastle and Aston Villa.
Interesting. Top three. Best transfer window, January.
Aston Villa, Barcelona.
Aston Villa, Barca. Then who else?
Barcelona. And then Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, Barca, Juve. You get the person where you get the club where nobody will think of.
Newcastle.
Newcastle, Barca, Juve. Now that's what you
Yes.
said. Now.
Newcastle, Barca, Aston Villa.
Okay, Newcastle, Barca, Aston Villa. Sorry. And got it.
Juve, Barcelona, Newcastle.
Juve, Barca, Newcastle. Why nobody call Tottenham?
The reason why I'm not called Tottenham, I say their first choice players. They know anywhere where they no go. They don't get their first choice players, so they just get to go back. Take waiting they left.
But
The reason why-
Tottenham they do sign you.
Tottenham, they can make
No,
good
the
signing.
reason why
better gonna play out.
The
than
reason,
midfielder.
see,
Yeah.
the reason why I did not really go for high profile player. If you go to Aston Villa,
No, they did-
Aston Villa
they
went
did,
for
but
Coutinho. At least when you
those
see
players
Coutinho there, you know that you see.
I think they went for Bruno too. That went to Newcastle.
But you see, you could imagine.
Even the one that went to Liverpool,
Luis Diaz.
Yes,
Yeah.
Luis Diaz. So
Even Vlahovic.
I think
you
they just-
if you check, like, you find
But
out.
then they sold Dele. Ndombele, which has been a problem for the manager now and manager before.
Yeah.
He don't go with the problem.
Yeah, so yeah.
And then Brian Hill too, we then signed for big money. We then sell Lamela and 3 other players to buy that young Spanish boy.
including Lo Celso.
Lo Celso self don't go when they play match.
So
big
I don't
salary.
think I don't think their transfer is
No, they also wanted Adama Traore.
Yes, now them.
You don't know sign for them. He reject.
But Nabaka links, na Nabaka links. na
Vlahovic,
why?
same thing. Now then the press for Vlahovic. Before no, we have say Arsenal. Before no, we don't say don't go.
Before
Juventus.
no, Luis Diaz,
Then
the same
Luis
thing.
Diaz,
Luis Diaz.
they don't already start paperwork before Liverpool enter the thing. Call hijack it. So if you find out,
So
if
at
you
the
find
end of
out
the day, based on the transfer we then go for it, they don't
yes,
get.
exactly.
It was a bad
go
window.
when you go for some set of players, they will be your first choice. You don't get any of them. Then at the end of the day, Juventus
You have
want
to
give
settle
you
for-
fringe players. They won't even play match for them. That one, I don't see that one as a good business.
But so then go collect big positive from the players we go.
They will collect big positive because if you check their midfield now, their midfield one midfield with the league before, they never find that partnership with this Højbjerg.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that partnership now don't finally come. This Pence and Kwa, you go partner well with that Højbjerg.
We never
Guys,
know. Wait, we never
any
know whether
club where
Ingo
the first
partner well.
OTM right now, any club where the first OTM right now, I don't say their defense, it kind of like in the league somehow. But that two midfielders, they go help that their back lines well.
We hope
And
so. Now,
they
wait till
go
we
challenge
hope
all
so.
the big team now as it stands. Because if you say this signing where they do now to target that top four.
Yeah.
If you see any club we make signing for or around this top four, the lack of West Ham, Arsenal, and what you call them, Man U.
If you ask Tottenham fans, they
Three
will
of
tell
them
you,
when
they
they
will
do
tell you
signing.
say they no do this window not be better window for them in the sense that they really need the way this guy they play now. He need a right, not be a right back. He need a side back for that right wing.
Emerson.
Emerson did there.
Emerson na Akota na.
No, Akuta, I know,
And the
but
reason why he really want Adama Traore, you understand?
play that right
To play
wing back.
that right this now, but that one self not even work.
Mm.
You understand? Then if you find out now, they be even want make this guy go, Bergwijn go. But
Yeah.
because they don't get this guy, this Liverpool guy,
Luis Diaz.
now, then they just get to allow him stay.
Mm.
So if you check where you find out the Tottenham, they know really this guy know the transfers the way in they even vex for Levy. So when Levy the waste time, he didn't make other clubs and come enter this way, make those players they move.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Interesting.
Tottenham not really
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then two other members of the big six. We never talk with their name never come up once during this conversation. Chelsea and Man
Manchester City.
United. Chelsea and Man United, no signings, but before the transfer window, I believe mostly Man U, they feel like say, guy, I beg maybe January come, we'll pick up 1 or 2 based on waiting they do us right now. So no signings in January. You feel say like you go worry them. How you feel say Man U fans go they feel?
I know the Man U fans don't go happy for this January transfer we just end. I will be hear rumors say that then they go for Neves for Wolverhampton, whether their valuation and that of Wolves, whether I think they're 5 million apart or something like that.
Yeah.
They really need a strong defensive midfielder. we go fit play well, we go fit the pass ball and all that, we go they creative kind of way they no get. I feel say that guy for really make sense if say him become, but he no come. Then another thing I feel say happen for Man United, say since they get an interim coach, an interim manager, they not just want alarm him because they buy players.
Because who you no go use.
No, constant players where at the end of the night a new manager will come. You understand? So they just want to see how they feel just take manage you don't then get pending when a new manager come, make him contact the kind of players when he need. They made them see what they go do to this current sport. Then take add to the ones so it go coming. So
for the Manchester United squad, I don't think they need much paper. They don't need to buy much players.
Come and understand what's
simple. That is what, because when it comes to attack, they have all the players, including the midfielders. Of course, Van de Beek was more like a fringe player, so he's not so much of a miss, you know. And then the defense, okay, yes, maybe 1 or 2 changes, but I don't think they are like the Liverpool. They don't need so much changes and all that. They are okay, just 1 or 2 buys, and I think they can actually wait till the summer. My problem with Man U is I think my problem with Manchester United is they just need a good coach. That's all. Mr. Sadman.
Because you know Man U fan. If Man U fan call for this show now, what you go tell you now? Only go to how you go sit down. I go tell me say Man U don't need players. As it stand,
tell me where. Okay, which department?
Yeah, now as it stand, so Manchester United team. They need like 4 or 5 players.
No, tell me which department.
Yeah, now.
Me say when you tell me, I go tell you.
To make sure say them complete. Because Manchester United, apart from their front line, they don't get anybody.
Okay, tell me. I'm listening.
Need 1 or 2.
No, I'm listening.
Maguire not meant to play for Manchester United.
No, I'm not.
If you know who they call Manchester United, if you want to really put Manchester United in the shoe of the lack of Liverpool and Man City, Maguire not meant to play for Manchester United. Fred not meant to play for Manchester United. Call them who Wan-Bissaka. All those guys, they are not up to that level to play for that.
Hold on. Compare the same situation to Arsenal. Now, when you have a certain what's his name, Martinelli, get injured. When he gets injured, okay, Martinelli gets injured. As you know that there's no replacement. But in Manchester United, when you have someone like Sancho gets injured, there is a replacement. I'm trying to tell you that there are replacements for each person, like each department. But maybe the person might not be up to standard, but there are people there.
They are just people.
You know, to get bodies now. Who get bodies?
Now to get somebody who will play something, offer you something.
Maybe say person get injured, the person where they come to, you go to
how many players do Arsenal need?
Guy,
just talk about
if you come to Arsenal need like 4 or 5 players.
4 or 5.
Manchester United.
Good. So now compare the Manchester United team. Which one is better?
Manchester United team with
and to the Arsenal team.
In terms of squad,
in terms of squad,
you know obvious.
Man is better. Why is Man U better?
They have a better squad.
Yeah, all right. They have people. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's not like they need to go the same way.
Man don't have that squad all around compared to Arsenal. Like if you say they have squad,
let me ask you a question.
But most of their squad they are flop. They are not that good. If you tell me club when only
compared to Arsenal,
if you tell me club when only players for this January now Chelsea, if you tell me Chelsea, yes, I agree. But
the same Chelsea fans will call and still tell you that they need players.
Chelsea fans will call, tell you say they need players based on their injuries. Apart from that, if all their players they pick, Chelsea don't need players. Who you want bring in now to bench who for this Chelsea team? But if you bring so many, if I go sign this guy, wait till I got Charlie Minks for Aston Villa, you go bench Maguire. Who be Maguire? If you really want to put them like. Set their two together.
Maguire is the most expensive defender, please.
Just expensive. Expensive for nothing.
Even for national team, Maguire the bench Minks.
Him go bench because na hype na hype.
It's a lie. You're here saying he's hype. Those guys for England, and then they talk. Wait, now they speaking. Those guys for England, and then they talk. They are the time saying hype. People in England say they talk.
When Euros come, World Cup.
I don't understand who be that. Now Maguire, so you not go leave him. So now they are number 1 centre back. They talk another thing.
Let's see comment. Let comment.
See before a big comment. I see my own for this Man U this season. Man U need players. The reason why I say Man U need players, I say for that even for that they attack. Marshall left. You understand? They not replace him. Then now then get this
Greenwood issue.
So at least what I say bad. They suppose at least because Greenwood have guy where they play ball.
Yeah.
Whether in the start or not.
Greenwood.
You have Rashford, you have Ronaldo, you have Sancho, you have Cavani. I think it's okay.
It's not. The reason why I'm saying it's not okay is because Greenwood plays.
And then this is the boy we don't break into the team now, Elanga.
So you have like 5. How many do Liverpool have? Let's compare them. You have Firmino, you have Salah, you have Mane,
you have
Jota. You have
Jota, Minamino, Origi.
You have more than Man U. What are you saying?
You're supposed to call you man peace.
We have Chamberlain. We have
Chamberlain.
And Chamberlain.
No.
How about the new guy that just came?
Louis
Diaz.
yeah.
All of them, they are players, guy.
No,
players,
see,
guy.
the thing I said-
Wait, so Ricky will go Arsenal, go bench Martinelli.
from a position. Now where Liverpool fans then they now see these big names will call now. Player Minamino probably if he go Everton, he go start match. If Minamino go West Ham, he go start match. You get, but based on waiting Liverpool fans, they
Minamino fit no
and
start
based
match.
on
He
their
fit no start
demand,
match for West Ham.
those
He no
players
start
just
match
they
for
like
West
say they no
No,
follow.
he just talk and a point of correction. He no go
Yes.
play match for West Ham.
Ham.
Sure.
Who be that?
Hello.
Minamino.
Somebody
Who you want bet?
Who for West Ham?
Talk and a
Sorry.
which player you want bet?
Japan won 2-0. Japan won 2-0 and it was a scorer too.
No, they play past 6 matches.
He
Antonio.
know they play for wing now. Now striking they play now.
If you no wait till
Minamino go play attack.
Why
He go play
not?
now.
He was playing SS before Liverpool signed him now.
Minamino no go
But they
start
play for
match.
wing
First
now.
line, they play. No, he's a winger now because no space for
He
the
play
center.
strike. Who you want pass?
Minamino no go start match for West Ham. We'll leave that one. West Ham scored strong.
No.
If he come Brighton.
No,
lie.
West Ham.
Guy.
West Ham. Minamino will start back.
Guy.
West Ham.
Minamino no
Minamino-
Guy,
go start.
the only player
wait,
that can play for- if he play for
Minamino.
Watford, if he play for West Ham,
Yeah,
no
so-
win.
Minamino.
Exactly.
Minamino.
Just
Watford
Wait.
and now the only player wey play for-
Minamino go play. Minamino will play ahead of.
Benrahma. You know, say when Mikel Antonio be get in one of the injuries, you know, say that Benrahma be the play 9 for them. Is Benrahma in top 9? Now you go tell me say
He's not
Minamino no go play 9.
He's not a top
Minamino
nine,
will
sir.
bench in Kita.
Okay, you want to talk about Arsenal?
Yes, he will bench in Kita.
I know they argue that.
But wait,
Minamino
the only
go
person
start
Minamino
for
will not bench
Based on Antonio injury, he
is
will start.
Martinelli. Who else?
Mo liver.
You know,
Mo take the comment.
Now, wow,
Mo
Pepe
take
na
comment.
human being.
Mo take comment.
Let's go on and
Good
take.
piece entertainment. As a sports fan, compared to the rest of the top 4 candidates, we do well. Luis Diaz has always been Liverpool target. Tottenham came in the window and Liverpool decided to sign him now instead of the summer. Interesting comment. Okay, Obas Football TV. By the same money, one go. Baba, I beg.
Okay.
Don't give me the one where I go bite my tongue. Go. Jackson Mario said, Godfrey, I still sure of top for when Una don't sell the savior of Arsenal to Baka.
Who be our savior? Not this time around, bro.
Sullivan Nubia said, man, you get better squad, but them no fee use. Or I will
Simple.
say they are not
The same
informed.
Pep Guardiola went at this Man U squad and he be like, oh more like this. I know to need person.
Habilu Ogirima says Maguire is expensive player because of his big head.
Come on, guys.
Inception art.
That's
Wow,
like
finally Karibi is back, bro. What do you think of Luis Diaz in our squad this season? Evening, guys. We don't already address that matter now. So when the live video is done, just go back to when he was explaining so that we know we'll talk the same thing two times. All right. Innocent says Greenwood problem will affect the team. I can see it. And this Greenwood matter. Career don't end.
It's saddening that a
Anyway,
young player
Guy,
will do that.
that guy, no be, you know, when they go, whether na Euro they play that time.
Him and Foden.
Him and
Carry
Foden.
babes
They
come
leave camp,
this
go they go club, they do all those things. So the boy be like this thing don't dey, but somebody don't swear for him before. So they think that they affect him. I can say Greenwood, no way for
No
him
way
again.
back.
No,
way.
for some reason.
Remember,
If-
any of them know Ravel Morrison?
Even
I know that
Adam
name.
Johnson.
Adam Johnson.
Adam Johnson also. But the thing is he's a very young player. So even if he goes, maybe jail 2 or 3 years, he can still come back and
if
do
anybody
something.
won't touch that thing.
At least he'll start from the lower guys, the lower
Nobody
teams.
won't touch that
They
team.
will-
See, you know what? If there's one club, rate sports club, I be rate football club, rate. I'm listening at down league somewhere. RAITH. Today now, I think earlier in the transfer window they signed a player. The player then being convicted of rape when don't come out.
Yeah.
And first of all, the captain of their female team, we don't did the club for like 11 years, maybe 12 years. I was watching it on Blitz before we started the show.
Yeah.
She said she needed to do again, made terminate her contract. So for them to sign that kind of player, she needed to do again. Their shirt sponsor say, okay, on I sign this guy, okay, no wahala. We don't seize our sponsorship. So with immediate effect, so that one name one at the right on top, man, I stop him. The money what they give on her, it don't end. Then some fans to go protest for their stadium. Say which kind of signing be that? So Greenwood coming back and Greenwood being young, and by the time in day maybe 25 or 26, maybe if at all in go prison, can't come out that time. Who go on touch him?
It would really be a sad one for a young
You go
boy.
hard
Because
very young man.
even the babe say she was say they hack her phone. The papa be the talk say they hack the babe phone, post it in. Say because the interesting part of that statement, when I be they see hack the phone, post it in, I be the one see like where the thing go end. So like the final talk now say he said she did not want this to go out to the public. Meaning say it happened. No be like say it no happen. It happened, but I be no one tell anybody. I think the papa talk. So at the end of the day,
green with Papa talk.
no, the girl papa say in they sad for it to happen to Greenwood now. Even the girl self they feel very very bad. Now why after the thing happened, after like 1 or 2 hours when the post became go viral, she delete all her posts for Instagram. First of all, then she come private them, but people don't already follow her. Then she can't open them again. Can't leave the remaining 3 pictures. So I think they did there. So everything they stacked against
it's just bad.
I don't know which no way back now.
It's just bad.
My own, I say at the end of the day, this is why they talk about hack and everything. You know, say another thing again now, if she ready to press charges, if she not press charges, whether all those things where they do this thing, they no go fit convict her without her pressing charges.
But it's known now that
it might be known, but if
human rights,
she
women
don't get
rights
anything to talk about
women,
this matter again. Now, government don't take over the
yes,
matter.
women rights this thing. I think they posted and said we have an eye on this now.
they have all those ones, then are just to bring, not just to put pressure on whoever the authorities on and all those. But I just know say for Europe and US, they get waiting they talk the best in pressing charges. They get where they go, maybe people go talk to her, she will not go press charges. They don't press charges, police don't fit do anything.
Now, if at all that pressing charges go play a factor,
yeah.
If you say money for don't delete all their merchandise, all the merchandise for their
And
website.
most of their big guys are following Greenwood.
They don't follow them, intimates. They don't follow them.
It's bad when they follow them without even like they never hear your own side. They don't follow them.
But you don't need to hear anybody's side.
See this football. Wait till we they see during that 90 minutes of match and maybe 1 or 2 documentary. Now like 5% of everything will happen for the footballers their life.
Yeah, true.
So they know I'm you know go get how way. Maybe they don't want to say, oh boy, guy, why they do all these kind of things now? You get just fix up, babes, plenty. You know,
but for the lady now, even she's saying, they hacked her phone. Why you go video that kind of thing before?
Oh,
why you go? You know, they hack your phone. Why you go video her before?
Why you record and keep?
And maybe it was
and it be like say Greenwood be no know
now.
Why you
maybe
record
these are a feature when maybe when you don't make
it. Oh, the thing can cast now.
Or something.
A player,
but no way back. No way back.
No, if he's convicted,
I don't think there's any way back
because everybody.
Anyhow, Greenwood want him. If him come back now, nobody go collect him. No club will go buy him again because now bad name for the club will go buy him.
A very good player like that.
Nike don't drop him.
Very good player.
Very talented. That guy. So today, Mendy where he is, you see the prison now.
Mendy still there, the struggle. And you know the worst part about Mendy. In the struggle with 7 now, like 8.
Just to match it.
First case with the head today. I don't know what to talk about.
But the thing I say at the end of the day, black players, I get the right to call them black, but they are blacks. Black players, and I need to be more aware because I feel the media self they wait to kill on her. So when you give yourself reason to die, they go help you. So black players will and I really need to just adjust on a lifestyle if all these things in your life. And then young players too, at the point when you see all these young players, maybe say at the age of 18 years, you don't collect like 20,000 pounds per week. And then that at the age, if you notice, even when we go secondary school self, that age of from SS2, let's say 15 to like 2021, maybe when you don't enter year 1 or when you don't the right jam, they struggle to enter year 1. Those 5 years, they're very important to shape who you will be for the rest of your life.
True.
You get so if at that age now, people don't they queue up to snap with you, clubs don't they beg you, go pay you 50,000, go beg you, your Instagram everywhere don't blow, girls they send you messages anywhere where you go if you buy anything.
I know the whole euphoria of everything, you know, but I think the guardians of the parents are also very near because I made a comment on one of the posts you made, and one guy just said you need to have heard what Fati's mom told him. Because of his all hype and everything. It means this guy was grounded. Even what's his name? I remember when Rashford, when he came to light, and they said he scored, I think was the Europa League match, he scored 2 goals or something. It was like the star. It's more said of you are going
Against
to
them,
school.
against them,
You know,
against
you're
them.
going to school the next day, and you have to. You understand me? These guys, they need people who could. Their
The
parents need
get
to.
a role
Yes,
to
a
play.
whole lot.
I
Ground
feel-
these players.
Mhm.
And I think also the coach has a bit of influence on these players. I don't think maybe for the like of Pep Guardiola, I don't think this kind of nonsense would happen. I just don't think so.
Man management matters.
Man
Yeah.
management matters
It
a lot.
really
I
does.
don't think it will, because Pep Guardiola would have seen some, because before you go and do those kind of things, it's just like when you see some player, you cannot just tell you when you tell yourself that someone like Kante, you just know that Kante cannot do it.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you've
The
already seen some.
personality.
Yes, you've already seen the kind of person he is. You understand me? So if you're seeing these kind of things in maybe Greenwood and his arrogance, even on the field, you see
You
that
go know.
he's trying to. I'm a big man. I want to
You
make
want
my
to-
own
you want
name.
to- you
Where
want to
there's
run-
Ronaldo,
you
you know
want to
those kind
see
of
with the
things.
big
When you
boys.
start seeing all those things, you understand that this guy has pride, and I feel so much
It's a
pity
pity.
for
Yeah,
him.
talking
Yeah.
Because left leg,
Talking
he
about-
dey.
talking
It's
about-
very
Right
good.
leg,
It's
he
very
dey.
good.
Talking
Speed
about
he
talking
gets.
about the coach playing a major role. I think Guardiola did something similar
To Foden.
with Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah.
When Gabriel Jesus came,
He carried those their samba lifestyle.
yes, and those party lifestyle, Guardiola had to go to the same building where he lives and took an apartment there to stay in that.
I mean,
You understand? Just
To monitor up.
just to monitor up. You understand? So I feel say all those things, so they follow the play role. When you know, say if you do like this,
yeah, to go out of hand.
you go
Yeah,
out of hand and
yes.
coach go ahead and all those kind of things.
It is well. Let's just take some comments on the matter before we go to the final team for this stream. So we'll just talk about the worst transfer, the teams with the worst transfer window. So we'll just one team, just name the team where if you get the worst transfer window this window, and
That they actually made a transfer, but it's not good,
no,
or they did not.
whether they make transfer, whether they don't make, or whether the person anyhow. Gerald, choosing the smart, Greenwood now career gone. So sad for the young lad. So sad. So sad. David Lewis Alagua says she's feeling guilty because he went to jail.
But now, plan now, who's guilty? Why you go video ram?
Okay, Mr. Ngoni Jr. says no PL team will want to be involved with Greenwood. Very true. Ademola Animation says she has a right to video him.
Yeah, she does.
Just don't do
Of
it.
course, yes,
Fine.
she
She
has,
get her
yeah,
right.
true,
Why?
yeah,
Why?
true.
Why?
But
Okay.
coming out to just tell us that it was hacked, I mean, I don't like that.
Oluwafemi Tai said Greenwood is still questioning of sexual harassment and rape. He's still a suspect and still can't be vindicated. His teammates are not happy with him due to arrogance and pride. Wait till the end of the case. Now, wait. Now, we wait. CJ Vibe says Stokes. Wise talk. Wash hands. Samuel Femi Greenwood has a discipline problem, and we were there outside. So we don't notice them. All right. So let's just see. So what's transfer window? Godfrey. Which team? Your team, Abi.
No doubt. With all the players we will sell and everything.
And
no
all the
signing.
players where they linked to.
Yes.
We reject them.
And I feel say this guy will go to Juventus, Vlahovic. Now one player will say if that guy really come out now, guy out of 4 don't see. Because that boy now one kind player will see. that guy now one kind player will see. If you check all this transfer window, why are they mention Juventus among the best team where you get the best transfer window? Now because this Vlahovic. This guy now one striker will see. If you start to compare him, although not this time around, sure, but if you want to bring in the lack of Ronaldo of before and the lack of Lewandowski of before, this guy need to be among because this guy now don't prove himself well. For him to record Ronaldo,
That
scorer
Ronaldo record for Serie A.
Italy,
Yeah.
for Serie A, and you know how difficult to score goal for Italian league. And this guy now one kind striker we see. If you see movement and everything,
In builds,
he show you say this guy na striker, and this guy now in the like big club. If he enter big club again, imagine the kind of goal where this guy go score. This guy don't score 17 goals now assistant for Serie A for what you call Fiorentina, and I be the leading goal scorer now assistant for there. So if you bring this guy come to EPL or bring this guy go to French league, this guy go bounce go for you Scara. So if you say if they say this guy come Arsenal, guy top 4 na sure bank, no doubt Arsenal they are top 4 don't see. And if you say now assistant also, you know say Juventus they are top 4. They are top 4, they don't qualify already. Any team where they are from, made them they scared because that guy he go carry Juventus go champion.
And no be only him. I think they signed somebody else. I try to remember who Juventus.
Yeah, Zachary. That one.
Yeah,
And
very cheap.
Zakaria
Zakaria
8
for
million.
this
with 3 add-ons.
Can you imagine?
for Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yes.
And
So now, me, I
Yeah,
got
it's a good one.
If you check out 2 weeks ago,
why Tottenham even go for that guy direct? God, they go for Bentancur.
Oh boy.
if you check out 2 weeks ago, this guy
Even
posted-
United self, we need DM self.
Exactly.
what of Arsenal? If you check out 2 weeks ago, this guy posted
Yes.
why that guy can use it for 5
this
million?
this guy McKennie. I be waiting that guy.
Western McKennie.
No, it's him posted say Juventus the like goal scorer and they miss Cristiano Ronaldo. Well.
Yeah.
Why not say since Ronaldo leave? Now you carry Morata and they compare women. Now the shop where they my body and everything. So the guy not show you when we say with the Morata, with the Moskin, all of them for that club, they don't fit do anything. And this guy come now. Guy you go see go where this guy go score. So I feel say Arsenal get the worst transfer window.
And then losing Aubameyang too and all that.
As in that losing of that Aubameyang. And if you go fit shock you now say Aubameyang go Spain. If you bounce you for this half of the season, if you bounce you like 15 goals, if they feel even allow them to the play penalty for waiting to call them for Barcelona, because for sure if he says see match play now, if Barcelona get penalty, who won't play him? You go play him for sure. You go play him. So if the guy did there, if he show you say this guy now if he carry Barcelona now go champion because Barcelona they out of champion league now assistant out of champion league position. So if that guy now can carry Barcelona go champion, Arsenal now no go qualify for champion league. Imagine that kind of thing. What it go happen?
Who come move
And I feel
pass?
say I think that the guy I don't know your own problem there in body. Upon say he don't get problem with so many of our players. When the thing go stop, I don't know. Very soon I go get problem with Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. The club never finish. He don't finish.
Okay.
Ozil nowhere to
That
be found.
one go be the
This guy
nightmare.
Kudus, nowhere to be found.
Saliba.
Aubameyang nowhere to be found. So now very sad one for Arsenal. This guy now need to know how to manage all these boys. Because I feel say he get that young coach mentality.
Exactly. And as a young coach, he go dey feel like say put one two can for him eye. So
Now waiting
make it, if he wants stamp your authority, he go like to do am over.
Yes,
It
because
just be like when you carry senior prefect, go give SS1 students. Meanwhile, SS2 students today, SS3 students today.
Okay, but let me come in.
because even Paul Mason talk say this punishment when they punish Aubameyang, they think done too much.
It's too
Because now even though he don't do him before, not before Arsenal, he don't do him for the other club, but you don't punish him, just leave him. Go see whether he do him again.
Yeah.
All those kind of things. So,
Karibi, what's transfer
Well,
window?
For the first time in few occasions, I would agree with the Arsenal man, the
You
Mr.
agree,
Sad guy.
Godfrey?
Yeah, I agree with him. I don't know how they lost Vlahovic. I was talking to one Arsenal fan, and the guy was all happy and all jubilating. We don't sign him. We don't sign him. In they come. My brother, myself, actually thought that guy was coming, and they just,
The Arsenal
they
team
just
happened.
became a normal Arsenal that we know they were. So I think that's the worst because they've sold lots and lots of players. Yes, concerning the punishment to Aubameyang, I think it's a little bit over the board, but and it's more like just the best. You understand the best top 9 that Arsenal had or currently. So, but him going, I think it's very, very bad for the Arsenal side, and I don't see them honestly getting close to 5th position.
Madu.
Just watch.
And then Jax, what's transfer window?
I also
Agree.
agree with
So now you
The sad guy.
I also agree with both of them. Even if in Arsenal's having the worst transfer window, they still have some positives to take.
Yeah.
The fact that they'll be saving about 25 million pounds from Aubameyang. You understand the way the problem was leading. If he had not gone, he still wouldn't have played.
Yeah.
You understand? So having a player that won't be playing and he's your highest paid player, you understand?
Not
I know
good.
say it ain't go worry the dressing room, you go worry the training. Before you know they go say man, they train with them, and go train with under 23s. Before you know they go say man, go they train for due, but one
With when you go to train with the Ikeja boys.
you understand? So all the humiliation and all those kinds of things now, thank God say we don't say at least then skip all those things then for Aubameyang own side too, at least he go where he go play football, even if not free, even he go play for free for now till the end of the season. He go they play football, he go they active, he go see do this. Then apart from the Aubameyang we leave, those other players we leave too. They not be really starters. They be fringe players. So I know their own them leaving maybe go to shake Arsenal, and Arsenal go see at the end of the day see they save some bread.
Yeah.
You understand? Because those players when they go now the clubs the way they go now ain't go pay part of the
Exactly.
So Arsenal get the worst, but they still get some positive.
positive.
I want a question I want to ask. Do you prefer spending your money and playing good football, or do you prefer spending your money and coming out maybe fourth or third than not spending your money and coming out ninth or 10th?
I think it depends the club and it depends within the watch.
No, in the Arsenal, based on what he's saying.
He gets some clubs who go tell you say, man, save the money day night.
Yeah, and
That means you're not ready for the Premier League.
So exactly. Now it depends on the club and their ambition.
But you know,
So,
right now, as it stands, Arsenal are not get any chance of winning Premier League. You know, understand?
waiting.
Now they talk like the way they talk now. Arsenal are not getting any chance of winning Premier League.
I never said
so
it was going to
if you know get chance of winning Premier League, saving the money,
It's not a bad idea.
maybe it's not a bad idea.
Qualifying
You
for
dey save the, save the money when you don't get the players.
qualifying for Champions League. Don't
Who you
you
want
want
to
to
Who you have?
you cannot win the league. Yes.
Yeah.
Qualifying for Champions League, it gives you money. And these are the ways you get more fans.
Now money they use find money.
So these are the ways you get more fans. You see, okay, Arsenal should keep on ending 18th or maybe 16th or 17th in the next 2 seasons and see how the fan base is.
And then with Newcastle way they don't come like this now.
And you could imagine.
Another headache to get. So let's see. Okay, finally the last part I will go talk before we begin take comments. Erling Haaland to Arsenal.
Can we take the comments because even
I saw but a speculation that he said the person say Arsenal everything now they go gather from selling and their transfer money say they want you see the man if I just state them out. In fact, I will look for the headline now. Look for the way they caption it because you get the word where they use you get the word
Very
they
funny.
use for that.
that one is very funny.
Hey God, I should say that the first tweet I could see. Okay. Aha! I don't see him. Tweet by the Transfer Exchange. I clear my throat, read out. Arsenal made an audacious, and the word I'll be defined with that, audacious approach to super agent Mino Raiola last summer to discuss the possibility of signing Erling Haaland. When his release clause comes into play in summer of 2022.
Now the question we I want to ask now, if it be Erling Haaland,
but wait till I need to understand now this 2022 abi.
This coming summer.
If Arsenal now qualify Champions League, this year, now as it stand, if Arsenal qualify Champions League, for sure you know say Arsenal they go do the business coming this transfer window.
Fine.
So
fair enough.
nobody believes 2018. Nobody believes Aubameyang will come Arsenal. Nobody believes.
Okay.
Aubameyang
We'll give you that one too.
on his best that year.
Yeah, we'll
you
give
will
you that
expect him
one.
to go to the lack of Real Madrid, maybe what you call Barcelona, PSG, all those clubs.
Let me ask you.
So wait be the situation now.
The intentions, the intentions of Aubameyang, was it to initially go to Arsenal?
Yes, now.
No, the top teams that win be one go
Madrid.
No, now.
Aubameyang actually wanted to
No.
Aubameyang preferred Madrid.
Exactly.
But now who come
He
for you
preferred
now?
Madrid. So no, if you go let me say nobody go come for Haaland.
Haaland will come
Say na Arsenal.
No. To me, now madness. There is no way, and you can quote me. Maybe if it happen, maybe if pig begin fly, and it happens, say Haaland go Arsenal this summer. If you carry this video, laugh me, but at the state of now, say you no get anything will won't happen.
Guy,
When we say this is release clause now, will be 65 million. When we say million Ireland, I don't see him as opportunity to even collect more money. And Haaland can't go land for Arsenal from Dortmund. Why not just stay in Dortmund?
Just
Any difference for the two
no, just talk. Let's go on to the next one, please.
Talk what you want to talk before we end the show.
Guy, there is no player we be see Real Madrid go come for him today, and him go reject Real Madrid go to another club. You understand? So for sure, you dey talk of Aubameyang coming to Arsenal. Yes, you may say Madrid no come for him. Now why you go Arsenal? Now only Madrid be the biggest club. No be only Real Madrid, and no be only Arsenal go for Aubameyang to that 2018.
I guess what they wanted to do was just go to Madrid. And there are people like that. This is the team I want. But since they are not coming, let me just go for the lesser ones that are available.
You know where they smell Haaland? They smell Haaland to go Man U.
Manchester United.
Yes.
That one is a possibility.
It's not impossible.
And
It's not
seriously.
impossible. No, it's not impossible.
Seriously, because in terms of the money they get, in terms of striker, maybe Ronaldo with all these giddy-gada.
You
If
say-
you want Waka,
In terms of money where they get.
then get the money now.
Yes,
Manchester
they get
United
money
is
now,
one of the top 2 richest clubs in England. Top 2. Okay, most say Newcastle, so top 3.
Oh man, so now
No,
Newcastle
no.
just come out.
Even
All the
Arsenal,
way to the top.
even Arsenal get the money to spend on Haaland. If not the money they talk about.
That money where they go use by 5 players.
Wait, man, wait it though.
Now money where they use by 5 players now.
Which money will they take by 5 players? Arsenal, they fit spend 72 on Pepe. Who be Haaland who no go spend the money on? You know how much we Arsenal price
The
is?
Haaland won't come the Arsenal.
That's the problem. But you know, go tell me say that the money be the problem.
Oh boy.
Money
Yeah,
never
that kind of
be
money
problem
because
for
in salary alone, to be
Arsenal
like,
get the
I'm
money.
gonna leave that.
Arsenal
No
they need to
worry.
pay Haaland like 700 per week.
No, even mine no go gree pay another
Even
time.
mine no
Why they go
gree
pay
Mine
another
pay
time?
and die.
Ta, they no go gree. How they go pay? How they go
You
pay?
know how much Sancho
How
they
they
earn
go?
for United? Sancho.
No, be just you know past 500.
You know the
I'm just saying.
You don't even reach.
Sancho is on 350.
Imagine now.
Jadon Sancho.
He had pass Ronaldo.
It's because
So
of
now
the
if you
hype.
want to compare Sancho and Haaland now, in terms of hype, yesterday
You don't know. See, Sancho the English
Man,
player.
yesterday
oh,
no
guy.
give am.
Sancho
Yeah, they
the
don't give
English
us 700.
player.
Man,
This guy,
man,
highest
They don't go give am 500. They don't go give am 500.
Man,
Man, yesterday
They don't give him
They don't give him
500. They
500.
don't give him 500. That means they
Man, yesterday they don't
Now
give am.
Mbappe. Man, yeah.
Man, yesterday they don't give am.
That one is story guy.
They're not gonna give
He
up.
said that
They don't go give
guys,
am.
those guys are on same pedestal.
I beg Mo take final comment and then this show is finished. Okay. Interesting one here. Oh. Osareme Emmanuel. Okay, Osareme Edo someone said Luka Jovic will go to Arsenal. Another option.
Luka Jovic. Was not from
He's a Real
He's
Madrid,
a Real
now.
Madrid
Former
now.
Eintracht.
Frankfurt player.
Yeah, and-
And that guy is not doing well in Madrid now.
Yeah, but he was doing well before they bought him. So option maybe.
He flopped him out.
Well, the
Guy,
thing is,
guy,
still flopping.
Arsenal usually.
If now in the summer, we don't need Luka Jovic.
You see this comment?
What
You see this comment from DJT Flames? Haaland business could go up to 200 million because minus the transfer money where you go pay that 65 release clause. Mino go collect like 30, 35. Yes.
Now money making
Then
machine.
in
Now
terms
you know
of
the
salary,
guy.
because if Haaland they go anywhere now, a 5-year contract, at least,
Sure.
at least,
So you could
based on the age
imagine.
and everything. So,
Then weekly payment.
so last that in money go they approach 200 and something. And besides, in release clause now that 65, 70, no means say now waiting it go be. People feel go Dortmund say Dortmund won't pay this release clause 65. You know how many people get that 65 to pay for Haaland? So definitely it go still be bidding war.
No, you're not going to be bidding war in the sense that when anybody bring the 65 now, it's left for Haaland.
The player to
decide.
decide.
Yes.
Now,
But the
65
club
is
is still influence
No,
am. The
no.
club can influence it now.
Guy, just there like this black of the matter. Arsenal don't pay the money. Even Fiorentina, they don't agree with Arsenal. But this guy now, he no agree to go
And
Arsenal.
Juventus
Exactly.
just come and just move. Now,
Exactly.
Now,
So
Juventus
the
pay the
people
money.
have choice matters.
see now that Vlahovic now the release clause them pay now. They don't pay past the release clause.
Now what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
now you dey go for Haaland,
Yeah.
you don't get the release clause.
Yeah.
You know, say outside that money too, in terms of add-ons.
Add-ons not there for the release clause.
Add-ons no go dey now. You go propose add-ons now.
You know,
You go propose a sell-on clause. Now wetin go make your offer more attractive now for Dortmund to say, okay, see, Haaland, this will not cost money for you.
No, see now once release clause on the inside.
I know.
Yes, yes,
the
no.
release clause.
I know. Exactly. So now why they tell you say add-ons still involved?
Okay, add-ons fee involved.
Yeah, so
Fine,
that's what I'm telling you.
But I doubt the way Minoreola they do in business. I doubt if all those kind of things and you know say I mean
That man-
I install this so that when you know say they know say
You know wetin they do.
they know say this boy now the boy of the future. But who want make you come here come develop.
Yes.
And when you dey develop here, we don't want to give these people all the power. When that time they go say if no be 200, they need to sell. So the power still in my hand.
Yes.
Now me go negotiate all those.
So now me no fit even collect reach 40 million.
If you take no reach, me no fit take 40 million. And this window wey we dey enter next, na
Na
last
blood,
window to make him blood
I
money.
swear.
Because they get the new this way they don't do now.
Yes.
When they come in,
We go cut agents their
we go
money.
cut agents their money. Agent no fit dey collect wetin million they collect.
Yeah.
All this one wey you go say one player 30 agents get up, e no go happen again.
Yeah.
With the new this and so that just this window, in getting to cash
out.
for Haaland and other players where get to move like Pogba, them and all those kind of players.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. All right, we are taking the last comments and then we'll wrap up. David Lamin says Arsenal can work for Champions League spot. That could help attract Haaland. Oh, nice of you. Okay, Lawrence Akuba says Haaland is going to Barcelona.
I strongly believe that.
Interesting.
That one another
Lukaku
deal.
and Gabriel Martinez swap deal incoming.
Sorry, which?
Gabriel Martinez. Who is Gabriel Martinez?
Maybe
I mean, Lautaro Martinez. Maybe.
Okay.
Lautaro in the talk. Interesting. Team Kush. Barcelona will sign Haaland. Okay, interesting. Shabash Sunday. Manchester United get money now for mouth. Mike. Lukaku and Gabriel Martinez. Okay, you don't drop this one before. Okay. Elvis Chikwem. Arsenal have 7 games to play till 1st of April. They go make them.
Just 7 games. I enjoy week with that. When they enjoy, go play, everybody will kill anybody will catch.
We think it.
Let me start with
Thank you. Small.
And this February, now only 2 matches will they play for this February.
Yes. So I believe that's a wrap.
It's funny how you guys have joy. Now only 2 matches they play for this February. Like it is sweet on that. God.
You want to carry out the trophy? Premier League, no fit carry am.
Well, we are still in it.
But
Make me
even
wait
the
first.
Haaland this thing, if the deal will go up to 200 million, not be bad thing. If you pay 60 something, then pay 40 something, 100 already go. The other 100 now
salary
and this thing. Now normal thing. Now only Neymar release clause now about 200 and something. You can't imagine how much in the end yearly,
outside.
You understand? So say the deal reach 200 and a small thing. At least if it reach 250 or 300.
I like your analysis.
Final thoughts.
For Arsenal, is not happening.
Final thoughts.
Even for Barcelona, say the thing go
tough. Final thoughts.
My final thought na be guy. I see the Aubameyang. If Aubameyang go do well for Barcelona, I will vex so. Because like this. I don't want to say that guy perform for Barcelona. Maybe Barcelona collect another flop too. No understand because they used to flop well. They don't collect continue. They refine way. They don't say that okay na loan. They find way to sell Dembele to all those kind of things. So now another Borussia Dortmund player they come back to them again. So I feel say if that guy do well, he go vex me.
Bad Bele is allowed. Mr. Sad guy. But I have this feeling that Aubameyang will play well for Barca.
That league.
I have this feeling simply because you cannot compare the Premier League and the Spanish league. That's number one. Secondly, the kind of football these guys play, Aubameyang does not need to run too much.
Yeah.
Stay inside the box. And now you have good and clever wingers. You have the pace, you have the Ferran Torres, you have the Memphis Depay. So the creativity from the midfield, everybody, you're just going to have this ball platter. I think he's going to do well.
My problem and doubts with Aubameyang now, say we don't know how fit in the medically because in the get this COVID way, they say this new
heart lesions.
This new COVID pattern where they come him and Lemina. After the COVID, whether they say whether they get to do with the vaccine and whatever way they use treat them, say it affects their heart, and all these kind of things. It will make he didn't even play for Nations Cup. He was sent back to Arsenal. You understand? Then if that back and now they sign him now, you don't pass their medical or whatever. But I know this. I want make him play. Make I see waiting whether he did that fit. You understand? If Aubameyang play waiting in play 2 seasons or 3 seasons before now, he go definitely do well for Barcelona. But another thing again, me when my players then leave, they pray wherever they go, make them succeed. You understand?
But
I don't understand why somebody else will pray make Aubameyang go somewhere, go flop. Like I don't understand it. Your player way.
I love hating. You know the love hating now. If I don't love you, I hate
make
you.
it go flop for
If
somewhere.
they say we make signing, we replace them. I for no vex for
But
them. I will say bye-bye.
not be back and forth. Say on that back, I just even help on that. Collect 25 million pounds problem.
Saving.
Back cannot help us.
Problem.
Back cannot help us. You know
Back I
why?
help on that.
You know why? You know why back cannot help us? If you know a kind punishment when we don't give us before, now you know go get back talk this way. But I don't collect Alex for hand. Fabregas when all these guys they on their best form.
Alex Leb.
So wait, now do you blame Barca or you blame the players?
obviously you no go blame back.
Yes, just look at that last.
And all those players where he claims to collect from one, when they come up from that team, go back, they all
They must win
They win
teams.
teams.
Even this man when not even play, say Vermaelen.
Yeah.
Just go there and get the injury. Just
Why didn't play ball for Barcelona?
do this now. What do you play? What do you
But he
play?
don't really play.
He not play. He not play.
But he see match. but he
Which
no play
match?
ball.
Which match? Which match?
This is some matches.
He not play. He not play. Now the guy
Play
he
ball
not
for
play.
Barcelona.
He see match.
In
but he
fact,
no
to
play
make that boy just dey do now. Enter the match. Enter this match so that you go register.
Why
Say
not
you
them
enter
say
the
that poor boy big for Barcelona?
But easy win things.
He win this. Now they try to tell you now.
You not go blame any.
You not go blame any of them.
player wey leave Arsenal say wan go Barcelona.
But now you go blame that player. We go leave Arsenal and go Barcelona because that nothing Barcelona will win.
If they no win this season, no mean say Barcelona no go win things.
Arsenal don't win this season. No mean say they don't
Nah
win.
lie. This talk it don't dey since like last 4 years, 5 years.
Last 4 years, last 2 years I win FA Cup. What are you telling me?
In my last 2 years, you win FA Cup.
No,
You can't brag. Last 2 years, I win FA Cup.
Next year you go increase and last 3 years.
I win FA Cup.
Next so continue. No wahala.
Tell me what you win last season. Tell me what Barcelona win last season.
Okay, let's move.
What are
Last season, Barcelona win Copa del Rey now. You are not winning anything last season. Last season, Barcelona win Copa del Rey.
You win Copa del Rey. Now they say I win FA Cup. You really
You said last season.
Okay. Well, no, thank you, sure. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you very much for watching. You can follow Maxwell on his Instagram handle at JaxMaxy, JaxMaxy. You can follow Karibi on his at I am Karibi at IAMKARIBI. In fact, I just put everything for the screen so that you see JaxMaxy. I don't go type the thing inverted, they'll make on see you. But anyhow, make you go. Okay, so the handles are on the screen. JaxMaxy at I am Karibi and at Gidfrey AFC. So that's give them a follow, guys, and then the football conversation continues. On Thursday, the weekend preview. We'll do weekend preview on Thursday, and then on Friday will be the calling show. So it will be the calling show, weekend preview calling show for everybody that's watching. And on that note, you want to talk something?
Omo, Chelsea fans won't kill me for Instagram
For
because of wetin I talk for Chelsea Liverpool.
okay, that covers
They
it.
won't finish me.
Where is it at dirty?
Omo.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And this show has come to an end. We really appreciate your presence here. And we'll be back soon. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for always being here. And see you soon. Have a great rest of the midweek. And we'll see you on Thursday. Thank you so much.